Hi, it's Tim here, and just chiming in with a special episode. Last week on Wednesday, our town here in Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, experienced a tragedy that you never think is going to happen. There was a school shooting, and my son was at the middle school where it happened. And unfortunately, the gunman was killed, but thankfully, no one else was physically harmed, but there is mental trauma that is within this community. And so just wanted to chime in with a special meditation for any of you who may be experiencing tragedy uh, or trauma that may be going on, because I've experienced that some this week. And I want to speak specifically to men who are listening who may have problems kind of connecting with those deep emotions. Just want to be vulnerable and let you know that even though I teach meditation, I do IFS coaching, it's been challenging for me this week. Others have cried to process and talk more about their feelings, and I've found that hard. And I'm not a big crier, uh, and it's because of still pent up emotions in me, and it's still hard. And so I haven't shed many tears this week either. And so I hope that brings some comfort to some men who are listening who may think it's kind of weird for meditating and seeking out coaching or therapy. Just want to stand in solidarity with you and let you know that I get it, and reach out and get the support that you may need, and be gentle with yourself if it's going to take more time to do that, because I know it takes courage. But just want to acknowledge you and grateful to all of the listeners. If you would like to make a donation to help the Mount Horeb community have more mental health awareness and allow me to spread the vision locally and more broadly, you can make a donation by visiting faithfullygrowing.com/donate. And I have offered some of my services to the community here locally, and that will help offset some of those costs. And I'm also a part of a broader mental health coalition locally that seeks to increase awareness, and funds can help offset some of those costs for events that we put on. And want to make it clear, if you're a Mount Horeb resident and you're listening to this, this is not for you. I want you to take in the support and services that you need, and feel free to reach out to me if you're in the local community, or more broadly, you can send me an email to tim@faithfullygrowing.com, or you can access my website, faithfullygrowing.com. But thanks so much. Just grateful for this community. And now just want to share a poem that has been helpful for me as I welcome my parts that come up and aspects, whether it be a traumatic event or just something in daily life that triggers me. And it's The Guest House by Rumi. And so I'm going to read this and just notice what parts come up for you. And then I'm going to lead us just in a brief meditation to check in with those parts that arise. And then we'll be done. This is a different format, but grateful for you and hope that you're encouraged by what I've shared and by this poem. So The Guest House by Rumi. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honorably. They may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Let's just pause for a minute. Just notice what those words evoke, those parts, thoughts, feelings, actions, impulses. I know I get a shiver of just warmness and comfort, just seeing if my parts can take that in. Just see if you can send the parts some of that reverberation of that warmness if you're feeling it. And if you're feeling something the opposite of warm, let those parts know that are feeling that you see them, that what they're feeling makes sense. Just welcome them into the guest house and see how they respond to that. Each part is beloved. Just see if they can take that in. And some may be hesitant. Just let them know that it's okay, there's no pressure. But when they're ready, if they're ready, they want some support, you're here. Let's just take another couple breaths together just to notice and calm ourselves. Send some calm to that system. And thank your parts for showing up for as much or as little as they shared. Then you can come back and open your eyes. If they were closed, continue about what you're doing. But I hope that this was helpful. Thanks again for this community. Just so grateful, and it brings courage to me to chime on and do things like this. It really helps my system. And so hang in there, reach out if you need to, and be aware too. I know one thing that I've experienced, even though I don't process emotions well out loud, and I'm married to a therapist, and I'm growing in that and learning a lot, and IFS has helped me so much, but I've noticed that I've had more vivid dreams, and even a little bit of motion in those dreams, like when I'm sleeping with my son, just realizing that I'm asleep and I'm grasping him close. So just be aware how your mind may be processing things, and stay attuned to that. And take maybe more time for yourself than normal to pause and just be. But thanks again. Be well. Stay curious. Welcome those parts on your journey, and be gentle and compassionate with those parts that may be a little more challenging to welcome too.